This was supposed to be easy. Nice block from a reputable vendor, exoticwoodzone.com. After the last couple of weeks, I wanted a nice, relaxing, slow turn, nothing crazy, no drama. So the first thing I noticed after I get it mounted, there's some cracks on the end grain. So my low drama, easy turn turned into something completely different. This is wood turning. There's always a problem. There's always the unexpected. So I got a problem. I'm going to have to overcome it. Fortunately, I like problem solving. This is why I'm doing this. So now, can I save this? How am I going to overcome this crack problem on the ends? This is Canary wood. It's from South America. I think it kind of looks like Osage orange, but apparently they're not related. Here you're going to see these lines show up again as I check if it's round. There's some of them are gone, but these three are going to stay and they're going to rear their ugly heads later. So this piece is pretty wet. It's about 11% moisture content. So we're just going to do a rough turn. Then we're going to let it dry for a month or so. Sitting here on the headstock of the lathe is the log before I turned it for the 3 branches, lots of air video. So this one will end up being one of my biggest videos to date, but it hasn't been turned yet. And this is back in early April, late March that I'm turning this. So that branch is there. It's kind of interesting to see it there, a little blast from the past as I edit this in the future. So like I said, this is a rough turn. So now that it's spun around, I'm going to hollow it out, just remove the bulk of the material inside of the bowl so that it will get a nice even dry and hopefully it won't crack any more than it already is. My favorite bowl gouge is going to make short work of this, and we're almost done with this stage. That's about as far in as I can get with the bowl gouge, so I'm switching to my carbide rougher. Gives me a little more working room. I don't want to pull the tailstock back right yet. I like to be as safe as I can because it's really not going anywhere while it's captured by the tailstock. So I'll slowly work my way in with this. We're almost there. I don't have to remove a lot of material. I got some cracks here too, forming at the end grain. I'm going to fill them with some CA glue. Spoiler alert, in the future, these cracks are going to be a bit of a problem, but I'm trying to solve them. Like I said, I'm learning as I go. This channel is me learning how to turn. I've really only been turning for about 2-3 years, so let the CA glue, seeing what happened. I'm also going to put some shellac on it. Why not? See if we can just get a little more seal here, so let it dry a little slower. So I'll be back. For you, it's going to be a couple of seconds. For me, it's going to be 6 months or a year. Okay, it's been almost a month. I have a drying tent upstairs. Someday I'll show you guys. This piece of canary wood here has dried to 6%. It started at 11. I'm going to mount it just using the chuck as a friction drive. I'm going to bring the tailstock up and find the old center. Fairly straight. It warped a little bit when it dried, not too much. So we have some cracks that we filled with some CA glue. I'm hoping it'll be okay. So let's turn this, make it round. At this point, I'm going to switch out my tool rest because I want to try and get that curve right. I don't like the way the bottom of the bowl is transitioning into the side. I want something more gentle. That's just too abrupt. And sometimes when it's too abrupt like that, I think it gets too thick because I can't get into the corner on the inside. So I'm trying to smooth this out. I've made a mental note the last couple of bowls I've done to try to make that transition more gradual and less sharp. A little bit of scraping with a negative rate scraper. Try to remove any tool marks and reduce the amount of sanding I have to do. And with the outside all scraped, tool marks removed, I'm going to flip this around so I can start hollowing and get this thing done. I always feel a little weird switching to the carbide tool here. I want to use the bowl gouge, but with the cameras in the way and such, I just can't get the tool in there, and I like the tailstock up. So, I don't know, what do you think? Do you like carbides? Do you like the regular old-fashioned tools? Let me know in the comments. The bottom and the sides are still a little thick for my taste, so I'm going to try and thin them out, even though I know those cracks are there, and let's see what happens. Seems that May is just not my month. I lost a couple of pieces, one here and the other side. I knew I was going too thin. I knew I was flying just too close to the sun. I lost the pieces at the end grain cracks. I really am trying to figure here what it is I can do. I could try and glue them back in, but that won't look great. I think my solution is going to be here is I'm going to reduce them down and just turn them away. I'm pretty discouraged right now. I don't know if this piece is going to come out. And in this process right here at that moment, I think we're done for, and I almost threw it away, but I decided to see what I could make, see if I could fix it. That's pretty simple. Just reduce the rim until the broken pieces are gone.
There's not much left. It's more of a dish than a bowl. Coming through this was not a very good piece of wood. This is the problem buying wood online. You can't really see it. And this came from exoticwood.com. I think we can add a little more CA glue and then move on to sanding.
Once the CA glue is dried and cured, I'm going to take a light pass with the carbide tool just to take that off and clean the wood up a little bit because it tends to stain a little. So I'll go through that, clean it up just a bit. I think we may have actually salvaged this one. I was a little premature in my pessimism. I'm going to power sand this from 120 grit to 320 grit, then we'll move on to some finish. I'm going to start the finish with the Axe first step wood treatment as a tongue oil. I'm going to wipe it on as much as I can, let it sit and absorb it, then wipe it off. Next step, I'm going to continue with the Axe system. I'm going to go to their abrasive paste, put a pretty thick coat on, then I'm going to speed the lathe up and wipe it off. With the friction polished all buffed in, I'll take some denatured alcohol and I'll remove any residue. Then I'm going to go to my homemade vacuum chuck, which will hold on to the piece for me using a vacuum pump. By keeping the center line there, I try to keep it so it turns true when I turn it around. Then I can work on the foot and try to finish this up. With it flipped over, the first thing I'm going to do is drill for the token. All of my bowls have a token, they're all numbered, so I'll drill for this, and this will give me a place to CA glue on a token, and I can bring the tailstock up and apply pressure to this so it won't come off and not worry about marring the piece itself. There are not a lot of tool marks on the foot, so I'm going to use a carbide scraper to just clean it up a little bit. I'll switch to a skew chisel on its side, which is basically a negative rake scraper, to just clean everything up and get that final finish before I start to sand. Okay, after everything is sanded, I go back to the CA glue. I use a lot of CA glue. I'm going to CA glue in the token. There's a little accelerator, putting it right in there, and there you can see this is bowl number 47 with my name on it, my website name. So this guy is ready to go. I'm going to put some final finish on it. I'm going to go with the best name finish on the market, Rowdy Rooster. I don't know why I think this is so funny. It's a hard wax food safe finish, so I can add this into here. I don't know what this dish is going to have, but I like the way this kind of works. Sometimes water locks can be too blingy, and I don't think this wood needs it. The wood is beautiful all by itself. It kind of gives it a glow, but not too much, and lets the wood do the talking. I've used this on a couple of bowls. Some you haven't even seen yet, haven't been edited yet, but it's going to give me a nice glow without adding too much to it. And that's a wrap on this one. This is another video where I learned a lot. First time turning canary wood, greatly enjoyed it, cut like a dream, sanded nicely. I had those cracks. I probably should have turned them away, but I didn't. CA glue didn't save me, but I still compensated for it, turned it away, and the piece came out. So I like thinking on my feet, and I like problem solving. Let me know in the comments what you would have done. Would you have just turned those cracks away to start with? Would you have tried the CA glue? And what would you have done when the pieces had fallen off? Would you have given up, or would you have continued on?